Hey guys, I'm Jason. This is Kinected. Chris will be joining us in a second for our Orioles series review.
Hey guys.
So, Chris, the Orioles beat the Jays in this series 2-1 in games. Anything you noticed that you want to comment on?
No, I don't know, we got beat on a couple of bad pitches, it wasn't like we had these horrible games, but there was just a couple home runs that put us away, a couple runs here and there, and it was just a bad series, but I don't think it's really anything to pay attention to. We ended on a positive, and hopefully we can take that into the series versus the Rays. What do you think?
I just think the only problem was the bullpen didn't perform to the level it needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I kind of wanted to bring up something here. What do you think about doing the four-man rotation? Obviously we're going to go back to the five-man when we have a busier schedule, but what do you think about possibly going back to it later in the year?
I guess it really just depends on what our options are and really like how things are spread out with the scheduling, because obviously later on in the season you want the best guys out on the field every game, especially if you're in it. But we have a really weird schedule right now where we have so many off days, and I'd like to see guys like Drew Hutchinson and these other guys in the minors for us who are like young, 21, 22, 23, get their shot. But it's definitely interesting. What are your thoughts on it?
Hey, I'm not talking about them not getting a shot. I just mean like when it's crunch time, we go back down to this, like our main four pitchers that are almost guaranteed to give us at least a pretty good outing every time they step on the mound.
I guess so. But I don't know. I also don't want to blow their arms, right? Like, say we make a late run using the four-man rotation, and then we make the playoffs, and then their arms are burned, and then we get swept, in the first series or something. As much as you want to see post-season baseball, you also want to see some success, not just, sort of in it, then out of it as quickly as you were, right?
I guess, but what I kind of like about it is, like, let's say they resume it as the playoffs start, that is, assuming they make it, they might run into a situation where if they have a four-man rotation and the team they're facing has a five-man, Ricky Romero is now facing the other team's worst pitcher.
Yeah, the number 5, and if we do make the postseason and we don't really have that great of a fifth guy in the rotation, I definitely wouldn't be against it. Because usually you do have an extra day off there, usually right like for traveling or something. So you could definitely go with the four-man rotation in a series, especially in the first series, just having it being best 3 out of 5. So I could definitely see that, but I don't want to burn out arms like in the postseason or anything, especially when we have such good talent in the minors, and maybe McGowan will do good. Who knows?
I guess so, but the other thing to consider too is, I guess you could say that the other team's ace pitcher might run into our lowest pitcher of the 4, but yeah. I wouldn't be too worried about that because it's debatable whether it's Alvarez or Drabek. Personally, I think it's Alvarez at this point in the season. I'm not too worried about him as far as giving up more runs than the other guy because we have the great offense to back him up.
Yeah, exactly. And the offense is starting to swing. Encarnacion's been swinging a hot bat. Everybody's starting to swing, and that's offense that we need. And if we can hold other teams to like 3 or 4 runs, we could succeed. Who was your MVP for the Baltimore series?
I'm going with Jose Bautista. He had a good bounce back from the Red Sox series.
Okay, I'll take Encarnacion. I like what I saw, and he's continuing to be a good bat.
Yeah. Anyway, we're running out of time. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and share our videos.
Stay connected.